Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Wingate Solutions. I hope you're doing well. I'm out in the woods getting a little training done, so I figured I'd make a couple videos. I know I haven't put out a lot lately. I've been pretty busy, and then right now I'm teaching out at the academy, so that's taking up a decent amount of my time away doing that. So shortly I'll have a lot more free time. I'll get some more stuff out for you, but I had a free day today, so I figured I'd bring you some range training and talk about a few different things. So this is going to be kind of just maintenance training for me. I bring you along, give you a few tips and tricks along the way. I'm going to work on some handgun drills. And don't worry if I point the gun at you. You're behind a screen. You're not in real life right now. For me, this is the optic I'm using. I'm shooting Occluded today. Okay, so if any of you shoot red dots, you may know, you may have had some training to show you the importance of shooting Occluded. So I literally just have gaffer's tape on my window. So I can still see the red dot from behind the optic. I'm not covering the back of the optic, just the front. So I'm still using that red dot. Everything is still aimed fire, but I'm putting the rest of the picture together with my support eye. You should, if you can, be shooting two eyes open anyway, especially with a red dot. But even irons, you should be training yourself to use two eyes unless you physically can't. There's guys out there that just can't do it. They can't figure it out. Their eyes are fighting for dominance, or for whatever other reason, it's easier for them to squint one or close one. That's fine. But if you're just getting into this, and if you can train yourself to use two eyes, way better. So with the Occluded, with the dot, it's going to force you to, again, use that support eye. It's going to force you to stay target focused, not focus on the red dot, just focus on what you're trying to hit. And that's good, right? For whether it's real world context or for just learning to run a red dot. If you're searching for the red dot, you're going to end up missing it, not finding it. Stay target focused. You're going to find that you're going to be a lot better at presenting the handgun and actually having the red dot appear in your window. It's weird, but it makes sense once you do it. Don't be looking for the dot. Stay target focused. Trust your presentation, right? That's what we're working on today, is presentation from the draw, primarily. I'm at 25 yards, C-zone steel. It's kind of my go-to when I'm doing these sort of training days because I enjoy it. It gives me a good baseline. It kind of gives me something that is measurable and I can see where I'm improving, right? So I'm just going to do some one shot from the holster, but also some multi shots from the holster, see where I'm at. Maybe I'll do a build drill, 6 rounds from 25. That'll be fun. See where I'm at with that. Just again, to get some of the dust off and yeah, have a little fun out here. So I'm kind of off the cuff as normal, so you guys know. I'm gonna throw my ears on, I'm gonna load up, and I'm gonna get the timer going. I have it on delay. I'm gonna start with just one round on the steel. See where I'm at for time. I'll do a few of those, and then I'll do maybe a build drill or two. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Load this guy up. Oh yeah. Cool. All right. One shot from the holster, Occluded. See where I'm at. Okay, good center mass hit. For a 154, a little slower for me, but still, it felt pretty smooth, felt pretty clean. So I'm okay with that. I do like to be under that 1.5 time. A little smoother for a 143. So I haven't really done much Occluded like at distance like this. A lot of times if I'm doing Occluded, it's for a class, teaching people. I don't shoot it much Occluded, so I'm kind of trying to do a lot more of it. So it's gonna be interesting to see where I'm at Occluded compared to how I normally shoot. So if I'm consistently in like that 1.4 and higher range, then I know it's probably slowing me down. So yeah, let's see. That time I had to settle down and pay attention. 154 again. Yeah, kind of a bad presentation. Little issue with me getting the dot where I needed it. All right, let's keep it going. Yeah, 172. I didn't have the dot in my window, so that's either a inconsistency and me not getting enough reps recently, not having an efficiency in my draw stroke, right, my presentation, or I'm jacked up because of the Occluded. So one or the other. Either way, it's me. It's a training thing. Still a good hit, though. It just took me a while to get to it. All right, same thing. First one like nicked the edge. 136 first shot, 218 total. Pretty crappy, but that's why we're training, right? All right, I'm gonna push it. All right, 144 for that first shot, then a 3-1, no, 458 for that second. All right, I'm gonna change up the angle a little bit for you guys. I don't know why. All right, let's do 6 rounds. I'm gonna go right to 6 rounds, 25 yards, C-zone steel. See where I'm at. The idea here is, and we're all working on this, me included especially, is to try not to let that first round be insanely slower than you normally would if you're just shooting one round, right? I don't know if that makes sense. Most of us, a lot of us, are naturally going to do that. If you're just getting that one round out of the holster, you're just getting it there, and you're going to send around. Recoil management's important, but you're not thinking about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots. So when most of us do that, we tend to slow down, get a better grip, focus on it, focus on that first sight shot being dead center, and then the rest of them follow in there with follow through, right? So in a perfect world, we're gonna have the first round out of the holster be the same speed as if we're just shooting one round. Maybe that makes sense. We'll kind of see. So today I'm a little slower. Maybe it's because I'm shooting occluded, or just because I haven't been practicing a lot lately. I'm in that 1.4 to like 1.55 range. So I'm looking to at least maintain that same speed on that first shot, while also making 5 more follow-up shots at a decent cadence. That's where we're at. That's what we're trying to do. So let's get after it and see. I felt pretty good about that. 138, so I actually sped up my time for first round, and it was a total of a 328 for all 6. 25 yards C-zone, so it's a little more challenging than it being at like 5 yards A-zone, but it's still not that difficult. I could probably have gotten on it a little more too, because I kept the group pretty good up on the center mass. Try it again. I don't know what I'm at round count wise. I probably hope. Now I do. I only have 3 rounds in there. Let's do 3, reload 3. No idea what the time should be for that, but we're going to do it. Missed my second one. So a little sloppy. My grip was a little bit jacked up on that first presentation. I cleaned it up after the reload, but I wasn't super happy about that. But 153 for the first shot, 680 total. All right, what do I have in here? I don't know. I got a decent amount. I'm just going to do 2 rounds from the holster for a few reps, just so I get a few extra draws out of it. I don't know how many rounds I have in there exactly. So 2 rounds from the holster, 25 for this one. All right, tiny bit low on the steel, but that's okay. 142 with a total of a 182. So let's talk about that for a second. So I said I was a little lower on the plate. That only matters if you're holding yourself to a specific size target area on your target, right? So for this drill, I'm giving myself the whole C-zone. So what happened was I drew, dot ended up lower on the C-zone. I just pressed rounds. No big deal. Because I was giving myself that entire acceptable target area, if that makes sense. If this was an IPSC target and I was on cardboard and I was trying to maintain A-zone accuracy, I wouldn't be happy with that. I would have had to have either just accepted the C-zone hit, or I would have had to adjusted my red dot instead of getting like more of a flash dot for sight picture. I would have had to adjust it, taken time, and then got 2 well-aimed fired shots. Those ones were still well aimed. I just chose to not clean up my sight picture to a higher level of the target, if that makes sense. Now, I might be talking above some of your heads, especially if you're getting just into handgun stuff and if you're getting into like this style of shooting, right? Beyond just standard marksmanship shooting, so speed, shooting a little bit more, with a little more urgency, right? Now, if you're shooting stationary, just marksmanship skills, and you are yanking rounds like low on a target, it's probably your anticipation and or grip, trigger press, sight alignment, all that stuff, right? So that's a little different than what I'm talking about here. When you shoot a red dot, you should be able to analyze your own shots, right? So I can see where that dot is as I break that shot. And if the shot hits where I broke the shot, well, I definitely am like, can see that. If I intended it to be center of the target and the shot is low on the target, and I was trying to shoot the center of the target, that's me anticipating or gripping or jacking the trigger up in some way. Does that make sense? Also, you got to have a zeroed pistol too to start so that you can understand that. But the red dots can give you a lot of feedback in real time. Same with shooting steel, like especially if you spray paint it, you can see where your new hits are. But steel in general gives you a general acceptable area. If you're really trying to fine tune your accuracy, you're going to want to either shoot small steel or put paper up. For me today, I'm just shooting big chunky steel because I feel like it's fun and I can still see where I'm hitting. That makes sense. Try not to be too wordy. All right, I have a couple more rounds. I'm actually going to do some target transitions here. I don't know what I have. Hopefully I have a bunch. I'm going to do, I have two targets roughly 25 yards. They're about 15 yards apart from each other. C-zone and then reduced C-zone. So A and part of C-zone on another one. So I'm just going to do one round each. So target transitions. The important thing here is let the gun lead the, or the wrong way. Drive the gun with your eyes. Let your eyes lead the way. Okay. So we're not sweeping past targets. If you want to be fast at target transitions, guys that do it really, really fast are just doing that really, really fast. They're moving their head and then moving the gun. Now it's happening in one sweeping motion. It's not as choppy as what I'm doing it right now. So it's not, eyes, gun. It's a lot smoother. But the important thing here is that we're not overshooting targets. If you're finding yourself driving rounds right when you're transitioning right, it's because you're overshooting it. Make sure you're leading with your eyes a little more, drive the gun a little more effectively. Depending on the actual target spread, like if we're talking, like I'm like, 90-degree spread or even like 180, I'm actually going to break the gun in and then represent out on target for speed and to the end, real life purposes of not muzzling things that shouldn't be, but also it allows you to drive the gun a little faster rather than swinging really far. And that's going to vary depending on who is telling you this. Some guys are going to like to swing. I like to break the gun down when applicable. But this swing is real easy. It's only like 20, or like I said, 15 yards. So anyway, let's get to shooting instead of all this talking. All right, here we go. One round each. All right, 149 first shot, 246 for the second shot. So I'm cool with that. Try it again. I don't know if I hit that first one. Yeah, kind of sounded like I did, but it kind of sounded like I clipped it too. And I didn't see it move. Anyway, I don't know how much I have left. I'm gonna shoot from right to left now, see if I have to. Nope. Out. Cool. All right. I don't know if you guys got anything out of that. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. If you like this content, hit that thumbs up, that like button, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you guys want me to show you next, want to see next. And if you want to support us any further, head over to the website, link down in the description. It's where we have our handmade rifle slings and some other stuff and things like that. So I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, get out and train.